quick disclaimer before we begin, bad English does not exist. English is one of, if not the most universal language in the world. The use of English and grammar rules changes frequently depending on where it's used. All languages change over time, but English changes so frequently due to its ubiquity and often pervasiveness around the world. In this way, I don't believe English belongs to or represents any particular group of people in the same way that the Korean language can represent the people of the Korean peninsula. This video is just linguistically analyzing lyrics in K-pop songs that people have come to call, quote, bad English for one reason or another. Okay, let's begin. So first is Don't Be Care About That, We're Fishy Fishy Like from the song Wave by ATEEZ. The second part of Hongjoong's verse is in Korean, which outlines the reason why they're fishy fishy is because they'll swim together to be able to take on more challenging waves. I think the first part of the sentence, Don't Be Care About That, is almost okay. It's a good attempt at the use of the habitual be, and I think the only thing to fix this would be to change care to caring. In this sentence, the habitual be is in a negative context. Hongjoong is telling the subject to not care about something, which requires don't to be used, so this is correct. Care would need to switch to the present participle caring, as the habitual be is asking the subject to not care about it now, but also going forward into the future to make a habit out of not caring about that. Don't stay caring about that, right? And then we're fishy fishy like. The second part of this whole verse being in Korean makes fishy fishy like kind of hard to analyze. It doesn't seem like the word like is trying to make a simile to the second part of the verse, but rather Hongjoong is trying to say we're like fish in the way that we'll swim together. So in this way, it's not really grammatically incorrect. You could say we're fishy fishy hyphen like to make it more obvious, but I don't think it's all too necessary. So don't be caring about that, we're fishy fishy like is my final edit. I think it's good. Yeah. Next is No One Can Stop Me and Can Deny from the song Superwoman by UNIS. This one kind of confused me for a while. It's hard to describe why it feels weird. It's not grammatically incorrect, I don't think, but the second can in this sentence really throws me off. This phrase is a conjunction of two actions. UNIS is telling us that no one can stop me and no one can deny. Combining these two actions in this case, only one can would be necessary since they're part of the same conjunction. So no one can stop me and deny. But I also feel a little weird about and, which implies that both of these actions are linked together more than they maybe actually are. I guess someone would have to deny them in order to stop them, but I think the sentiment of the song implies that no one is going to be able to stop them, and even more than that, no one will even be able to deny them. Right? In this case, I think No One Can Stop Me or Deny would best capture the sentiment of this song and allow it to be grammatically correct while maintaining the context. We can break apart this conjunction again. No one can stop me or no one can deny, right? Next is All I Wanna Is You from the song Valentine by Pow. Yes, this is the official lyrics for the song Valentine, yet the way it's sung makes it sound like all I want is you. So the problem kind of fixes itself if you're not looking at the lyrics. The easy fix to this would be to change wanna to want. Wanna is want to, which normally comes before an action verb and not an object like you. I'm not saying the subject is an object, like objectification. I mean like an object pronoun in this sentence. But yeah, all I want is you is the better way to say this, definitely. Next is Can I Someday Finna Find My Time from the song My Time by JUNGKOOK. So there is a bit of a contextual problem here. JUNGKOOK is asking the rhetorical question, can I someday find my time? It's a little odd to add fixing to or finna in the middle of this, as fixing to refers to planning on doing something. So it's either JUNGKOOK is wondering if someday he'll find his time or is already planning or fixing to find his time, in which the rhetorical question, can I, is not necessary. I guess the meaning of this could be JUNGKOOK is asking himself, is there going to be someday in the future where I'm fixing to find my time? Like is there going to be a day where I find the motivation to decide to find my time? In any case, it still is kind of a context problem. It's hard to infer, even with the greater meaning of this song, what this line is explicitly referring to. So I don't really know if I have any notes to fix this. Maybe can I someday go and find my time would be a little bit better or clearer of an intention. Maybe he's internalizing his ability in the moment and is wondering if there will be a day where he can go out and find or create what is, quote, his time. Yeah, kind of tricky, but I think my final note here would be, can I someday go and find my time? Next is, of course, I'm Cool as Ice on the Rock Whiskey Ring-a-Ding-Ding-Dong from the song Cheeky Icy Thing by STAYC. For as much trouble or I guess discourse as this has caused, I don't think it's grammatically incorrect, and besides ring-a-ding-ding-dong, we know what is being said here. So I'm cool as ice. On the rock should maybe be changed to on the rocks. I think that is the correct term for a drink that is served with ice. The ice cubes are rocks, and so it would be plural unless only one ice cube is being served. But after doing some investigative research, whiskey on the rocks is often served with one big ice cube. So on the rock, singular, does make sense. Like, they're playing four-dimensional chess with us on this song. But yeah, I mean, it's like a list of things reinforcing that they are in fact cool as ice, and then a fun little onomatopoeia at the end. Nothing wrong with this statement, in my opinion. And I think that will be all for the fourth installment of this series. I tried to get an even amount of boy groups and girl groups this time, but I'll definitely be back sometime in the future to review more, quote, bad English in K-pop. Let me know what you think about this, if you have any thoughts on my notes, any other, quote, bad English K-pop song suggestions, and so on. Thank you for watching this if you did, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.